There's another category of people who were targeted, okay? And they were the marijuana activists. They were always trying to make some kind of a case against me because I got out and advocated, but I also sold pot. I mean, what do you do? Want to buy pot from the heroin dealers? I don't think so. We want to buy pot from people who are loyal to cannabis, who think that cannabis, how can I put it? Cannabis just makes sense. Dennis Perone, my good friend, okay? Yeah, he had a stroke because he sometimes did meth for sex in his older years. Yes, he had Agent Orange syndrome because he was a Vietnam vet and he got spritzed. So he had all kinds of cancers. Cigarettes killed him. COPD. He couldn't exchange the carbon dioxide in his blood for the oxygen in the atmosphere fast enough, and he died. Cannabis does not give you COPD. All the people who are talking about the dangers of marijuana, like that Alexander Berenson or whatever his name is, tell your children, where they're talking about the gateway effect, which is actually created. The reason we have hard drugs, there's an ibogaine shortage, not that there's too much pot, right? You know, they just make ibogaine available, which is another Schedule I drug. 50% of the opiate crisis would be gone, but that's a diversion. What I'm talking about is that marijuana has 0 deaths. Tobacco has about 450,000 deaths a year, and alcohol has about 100,000 deaths a year. And the default is not abstinence. The default is alcohol and cigarettes. So every person that we can get to mostly smoke pot instead of mostly doing alcohol and tobacco is another person that's going to live an extra 4 years. So, you know, the arguments for pot are really strong. Now, I've been making a joint. It would make more sense to lock up the cranks who are against marijuana than to lock up the people who smoke it. But it's very expensive to lock people up, and I'm not really for a prison industrial complex just to get the people I don't like, unlike a certain Donald Trump. We need to stop talking to ourselves and go out and find some anti-marijuana people to educate. We got to get in their face. We got to replace the fake facts and the fake news with the real facts and the real news. And remember, it's still 40% are against us. We're not getting through in Albany. They've got those people from the burbs who are, you know, blocking us. We're having problems in New Jersey. There was one state senator who said, "I'm worried about the gateway effect. Won't this make the heroin crisis worse?" Like I said, the gateway effect is caused not by too much pot, but by too little effective treatment. So I will talk more downtown, but we need about 15 or 20 people to carry this sucker. So I hope you will join me in carrying the joint downtown, and I'll have more to say later. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dana. Okay, folks, at this time,